Okay, what up ladies and gents, it's my first ever Monster Hunter Wilds video. I'm a total beginner to the series, but welcome. Today I will actually be showing you guys some of the settings that I use in order to get better frame rates with this game. However, I will also say that if you guys are expecting a frame rate counter on screen, that is not going to happen. Why do I not put that up when that is the whole purpose of the video? Okay, this is because I don't want people paying attention to that number instead of the action that's going on screen and deciding for themselves whether or not it looks good. Rather, I want you to pay attention to what's going on screen so that you can see if this looks good to you, then these settings will be helpful. All right, so if you're expecting a frame rate counter, please go to a different video that is probably more analytical with graphs and all that kind of stuff. This is just going to show you what I do, and then I'll show you some gameplay. All right, so first and foremost, let me start by saying that I have an RTX 3080, okay, 32 GB of RAM in my machine, and I have a i7, okay, 12th generation Intel Core i7. Now, what I actually did with this game is that, and I know that the optimization is absolutely horrendous in this game, but the first and most important thing is that I actually capped the frame rates at 60. If you cap the frame rates at 60, this game will run really, really well, even at 1440p, okay? If you try to go beyond this, you're going to encounter some issues, and quite frankly, I feel that you will actually have a worse time. Now, when it comes to your VSync, please make sure that's disabled. HDR output, this depends on whether or not you're streaming, because if you're not streaming, you can turn HDR on. If you are streaming, it might look washed out on OBS, so I turned it off. And for your NVIDIA Reflex low latency, please turn this off. I know that for most games, you guys would be used to actually enabling this, but I have to tell you that with this particular game, this actually affects your frame rates horrendously. And I mean that genuinely. It affects your frame rates horrendously. So I've turned this completely off and it works well for me. Now for the actual graphic settings, all right, you will probably want to use either balanced or quality. I prefer quality because it looks a little bit better on stream. But if you are having trouble with frame rates, drop this down to balanced and the game will not actually look all that different. All right, if you bring it down to balance, notice that this doesn't change at all, your VRAM consumption and whatnot, but the game will look just a tiny bit worse. So it's really your choice, but I've kept it at quality and it works well for me. Ray tracing has to be off. For your texture quality, you probably want this at high. If you can bear with it, you can drop it down to medium. But I've noticed that high and medium, the game looks a lot better on high, but there's not much more performance gain in terms of FPS, even if I set this down to medium. What is important to turn to medium is your mesh quality. Your mesh quality should be at medium because if you go anything above medium, it causes massive frame rate drops. Okay, texture filtering quality can be whatever you want, fur quality, whatever you want, sky and cloud, whatever you want, grass and tree, whatever you want, wind simulation, whatever you want, sway enabled is fine, water effects enabled is fine, shadow quality, medium or low. Okay, anything above medium or low causes problems. And the other one is render distance. Render distance can only be adjusted from the title screen, but you will actually need to change this to medium or low. If you go for anything above medium or low, you'll have frame rate issues again. So this is another problem. The rest of the settings all really don't matter. Okay, choose whatever is comfortable and tone them down in accordance with what looks good on your screen. All right, bloom I set to low. I didn't set it off because off looked a bit weirder, but I set it as low, and then the rest is all just whatever. Variable rate shading, balanced is fine. You don't have to go as far as performance, and this is what I've done. Okay, I have screen space reflection, subsurface scattering, all that. Now that I've gone through the settings, let me actually show you what the game looks like when I'm in a hunt and in actual combat. You can then decide for yourself whether or not this is good enough for you. I leave the decision up to you, but this is the settings that have helped me. All right. Alma.
Understood. Yes.
Oops, sorry. Okay, where is it? Let's go beat up a Rathalos. Now, I've got the wrong equipment and whatever, but I really don't want to waste your time on this video. I'd rather you guys get to see the full thing. You know, I haven't edited any of this because there's no sense in editing and showing you just one clip where the frame rates look good. I'll just show you the whole thing as I go through it, including all the loading. All right. So this game's optimization is horrendously poor. I'm aware of this, but nothing much you can do about that. All right. Uh-huh. Damn it. I hate his little tiny charge forward. It always feels weird. Yeah, just take Dragon Piercer to your face. As you can see, I'm able to hunt fairly smoothly with like no real frame rate problems. But this is because I really wanted it to work well on 1440p, especially for my stream. I would have preferred 120 FPS, which I usually have for most games, but unfortunately this game is like this, so as much as I would have loved better frame rates, but yeah. Well, hopefully Capcom optimizes it a bit more. Oh no.
Get out of there!
Okay. I guess I should.
Heels inbound!
Stop, drop, and roll. Damn it. I do hate that other pattern. Sorry, I'm still like a noob to this game, but I'm loving it. I'm trying my best to learn. But, you know, when I was trying to, like, make guides for you guys and stuff, I was like, okay, there's no way I'm going to ever be able to make a guide if this game's frame rates are that horrendous. So I tried my best to make sure I could at least get 60 FPS, because most videos these days are 60 FPS, so that was good enough. There we go. But at least you can see that, like, with these particular settings, you can get some pretty smooth hunts. Even though it won't be absolute best, and you still can't get 120 FPS, you can at least get, you know, 60. And 60 is good enough for this particular game, because they optimized their game for 60 FPS in particular, which is weird, but oh well. Because honestly, I would expect most games these days to optimize for 120 FPS. Oh no. That's no good. Can't believe I have to actually bother running. Sorry. When it comes to combat, I'm still a noob. Don't worry, I probably won't be teaching too much
Moving to a new area!
until I actually get the handle of stuff, but yeah. Hopefully this at least serves as a showcase. Graphically speaking, though, you'll still see some blurring thanks to the DLSS, but there's nothing much you can do about that. That's just something you gotta accept because, like I said, until they themselves optimize this game, you're probably not gonna get results that are too great.
This ought to put a dent in it!
Uh-huh.
Jump track down and ready for ya!
There we go.
Power up activated!
Nope. I didn't get a wound on him. Oh dear.
Get out of there!
Yes. Saved by the water. Sorry, if I was a pro hunter, this demonstration would probably have ended a lot sooner, but still noob. Oh, there we go. Finally, more wounds. Great. Very good of him to get caught on the thunderbugs. There we are. Okay, sorry that took a while, but yes, there we go. Alright, that's what I've been doing, and as you can see, the fight is relatively smooth. You might dip a bit below 60, but in general, if you look at this video and you just watch the fight, you know, you shouldn't have a problem at all. And the game is very smooth. If you're not even streaming or recording a video, it'll be even smoother than this, because don't forget, that's also taking up some power, not just from the CPU, but from the GPU as well. All right, hope this video helps. Thank you very much. Hope you're enjoying Monster Hunter Wilds. I know the optimization is piss poor, but I hope this helps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one, okay? Y'all have a good one. Catch you later.